Java is a programming language, while BlueJ is an environment where we can type Java program, compile and run. It also helps us to trace errors. Not only this, BlueJ is considered helpful for the beginners or kids, those who have just started learning Java, as it gives visual feel of class and objects. What is class and objects? Class in programming can be understood as a specification or description for an object. It contains all attributes and methods of an object. You can also consider class as a design which will help a programmer to create objects. Class cannot work on its own. For making it work, we need to create objects of that. For example, if I ask you what is pen, you will say that pen is an object which contains ink and can write. Now, containing ink and writing are its function and are part of the design of the pen. The design itself cannot write. For that, we need to have an object which will belong to the class pen. I hope I have not confused you more. You can also understand a class as a blueprint of a building an architect makes. But can you live inside that building? No. But are these blueprints worthless? No. Because on the same design, many buildings can be constructed. The same way in programming too, we first design a class as per requirement and then we create object of that class to actually do our task. Let's understand this with the help of a program on BlueJ. I want to create a program related to rectangle to calculate area and perimeter with the help of length and breadth. So in Java, we can create a rectangle class with the specifications just like we see a rectangle in the real world. A rectangle has a length and a breadth. To store these dimensions, I have taken len and br as variable names. You can give name as your choice, but the variable name should be meaningful or it should relate to the purpose it is being used for. Now we need method to provide values to these variables. Otherwise, it will have zeros. So I have created a method called setData. This method also has two variables as arguments. You can consider the arguments as delivery boys who will take the value from outsider, store the values in them to give them to the variables of the object. So whatever length we will assign, it will first stored into L and breadth into B. Inside the method, these values are copied into len and br, which are the properties of rectangle. The advantage of this whole process is that it protects the object's variables from being changed or accessed directly by other objects. Note that len and br, which has been declared outside the methods, are data members and are accessible by all other methods inside the class. Hence, the same can be accessed by display method too. See, in display method, no argument has been passed as display method does not require any value. It will simply display the value already there in length and br variables. The void keyword mentioned before the method name implies that this method does not return any value. For example, if I create a method that will do some calculation and return a result, then its return type will be integer or float. Then another method area is used to calculate area. You can see that the different tasks related to a rectangle object has been divided into different methods. This gives flexibility of using only those methods which we need and also keeps our program easy to understand and as well as finding errors in a program. Now let's see how to use this class to achieve our purpose. First, we have to compile our program, which is in the form of class. The compiler ensures no errors are there in the program, otherwise it will stop in between asking you to correct it. After compiling the class, the next step is to create object of it. Here I am creating my first rectangle object. The red box at the bottom is a visual representation of an object of rectangle class. Now let's try calling its area function. You will see that the area is 0 because we have not given any dimension yet. To do so, let's call setData method. Here we can pass our values. Internally, it will be assigned to length and br variables. On calling display method, we can see the given value. It is there, not lost. Now let's see the area. Can we make another object? Of course we can, but this rectangle will have the default 0 values in it. So we need to set its value too before calling its area method. Hope you have gained some knowledge related to the concept of class and objects. You can add calc perimeter method too and use it to calculate perimeter. Thank you for watching. Have a great learning.